Hello, welcome back. Last time I think I parsed most or all of the room that I'm in. I had like one little outstanding question, but other than that I thought I understood the route. Let's just review it real quick. Feather through this thing that's invisible to my eyes. Swerve there, collect second feather. Reverse wave dash. Smash wall, dash up to a line, dash down to a line again. Feather through that thing. It's funny it could go right there. There's nothing there, but there is a gap to go into. Let's try going right at some point, just to see if like there's dialogue or something. Could be like a secret teleport. There's an invisible strawberry there. Probably not. But no, it is conspicuous that I can go right. You know what? Hold on. I'll finish my review after I've done that. Wait, this isn't the way. Again, can't see it. It's invisible. Okay, done. Nothing happened. But now I've done it. Okay, right, so feather left, veer down very slightly, get the crystal, dash up to a line, dash right, right again to super, and the super just naturally puts my feet right there. Then alignment there means dash down to bounce up, at which point I dash left and corner boost? Yes. Into the feather, down through the crystal, that thing will have been crushed. So circle there, dash into that, dash again to get on the ground. Bunny hop to here, dash to feather. And that's as far as I've gotten. Okay, that doesn't seem like that much, but it was a lot to figure out. Okay, feather around whichever way you feel like, both look like they work. I don't know which I'll end up preferring. I think I've only tried the wide turn. I'll try the tight turn next time I'm there if I can. So wave dash, get feather. That's probably a down right because I'm going to carry that feather pretty far left until it starts. That'll have been crushed. Down left, fly around there, get feather. Fly here, dash into this. So that's a feather interrupting dash into a pretty narrow target actually. I didn't notice how narrow that was before. But anyway, after I do that, fall down, dash right, fall down. Crouch dash left and just drop. Dash left, dash up. Drop down, get feather, fly through here. I don't know what happens in this spot. I don't like the look of this one bit. This looks really bad. But maybe it'll make sense when I get to it. So either feather your way down there and dash right, or end the feather right here and fall and dash right. I'm not sure which is more plausible, they both seem kind of bad. Feather to the bubble, bubble to the feather, feather to the ground here. Don't use dash until you're standing there. Bounce downwards. Well, dash down to bounce upwards. Crouch dash in here. Regular dash might also work, but crouching is fine. Bubble to the right, get pushed up a bit. Don't know what to do with the air jump, but I'm guessing that I do a like an instant super input. So press both dash and jump at the same time to get to this bubble. Bubble left, wall bounce on this. This was my one question, why is this bubble here? It seems weird. But what I'm going to try to do with it is go right slightly, wave dash, ultra, ultra, dash right. Okay, simple, right? Yes, it's just a lot of steps. None of them are particularly complicated in isolation. I waited too long. Right. Gotta fly better than that. Don't hesitate on that down dash. Okay. Great. And then that turn will take a little bit of learning. That was part of the learning. I feel like this room right here is doing a good job at letting me practice some feather fundamentals that I felt were kind of weak in the previous rooms. like my fundamentals were, this will help. Dang it. That's okay. I can do this the hard way, in theory. In theory. I guess I didn't super quite right there. I like dashed too late, so my hair didn't refill, maybe? I did it again. But that time hard way worked. But then I wasn't ready for the follow-up. Okay. So super slower or something? Okay, that worked. Whatever I did. Oh, so if I'm at the exact peak of my jump, the corner boost doesn't work. In which case it turns into an air super instead? Should I try for that? This time I will. Well, I guess the input's technically almost the same? Maybe exactly the same? So whichever one happens, just make the input so they'll both work. I think I can do that. I just need to not slip off that little platform. Okay. Ah! Okay, that's confusing my fingers more than I imagined it would. It shouldn't need to, just once I get the rhythm, I'll have it. Good enough. I'm here. Okay. Ah, you fall. Of course you do. Okay, it looks like wide is the way that ended up happening. Okay, I'm going the right way. Okay, okay. That falls, of course it does. I'm not too late for anything yet. Well, shoot, I wanted to practice that section. Well, that was the first time I could have had an opportunity. There will be more times. Whoops! I think that time it was a super? Wah! That time it was... Whoa. That thing didn't fall. So there's a way to do that... Why didn't it fall? What if I just make sure that my... jump is not at its peak? Because I can do that on purpose. Just to be sure I put my feet on that long enough for it to fall. Okay, I think that's just all I need to do. Yeah, okay, so it turns out I prefer the wide turn there. Getting used to that part. Second time felt a lot easier than the first. Ah, dang it. that slip off. Hup, 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 hup. Okay, so wide angle... Oh, I didn't land good enough. How do I keep doing this? No, it can't be a corner... It can't be a corner boost. That has to be an air super. Corner boost doesn't drop the thing, or at least sometimes it doesn't? I don't know if it's a matter of, like, buffering it at the wrong pixel so my hands aren't actually on the wall or what. No, I think... Okay, I'm going to change my strategy there. That must be a super. Okay, that time that broke everything it needed to break. Okay. That feather's mean. So both times I went up left when I was trying to start left and immediately veer up. But I do have to, like, really immediately veer up, don't I? Okay, so super. Corner boost is not allowed there. Good, that's one less input. Don't have to hold the climb button. Yeah, I can just go diagonal for that entire span there. Yeah, don't like the tight angle. I'm gonna go with the wide one. Actually I don't like the wide one either. Neither angle feels good. I'll go with whatever feels right in the moment. I have to drop that. Okay. Oh, that all goes just like 20% faster than I want it to. Ah! Why is that sometimes weird? Oh, it's because I'm not holding left while I'm supering. That's my problem. Okay, hold left while... Dang it. Hold left. There we go. Now it's normal. Just gotta keep holding. Whoa! That was still weird. See, that's how I want it to go. Wah! Ah, that's not, but it worked somehow. Ah! Okay, I'm just not supering. That's a regular jump. I need to buffer my jump for the super. Just trust that I'll go far enough if I keep holding left. That's what I'm not doing. I'm not trusting. So trust? I didn't trust. Dang it. Let's try a different directive. Buffer. There we go. That's the way. Okay. Here again. I did the tight route that time. Ah! No. What? I'm alive? How dare you? Yeah, okay. I think I'm starting to like the tight route better. Ah! How is it so easy to forget that down dash? I just keep not remembering it. Okay. Tight. If you're gonna do tight, I will still have to adjust angle, I guess. I think it does feel better than wide, though. I appreciate that there are moments when I can just rest. That's not one of them, but there are some. Ugh. Okay, okay, okay. Oh. No, I missed. That's the way, that little zigzag. That's what makes it feel good. Okay. What? Why wasn't I able to just fall there? Wait, hold on. I input something funny, but I couldn't tell what. But what I did shouldn't have resulted in me going too far left, I thought? So I can't steer left before I start inputting my dash there. I did that once, and it brought me right into that spike. I thought I just dashed, tapped left, maybe I held it for a little longer than that. But I don't dash down, I just fall and dash left. Okay, I'll just call that an anomaly, and assume it won't happen again. Refeathered, that's fine. Okay, that time it worked, but I messed up on the follow-up. There we go. Okay. There, finally! Oh, I hate it! Alright, I didn't get the crystal. That might actually be okay. Yo, I'm here. Okay, I'm feathering down. I'm going this way. Okay, okay, okay. Give me a second. I guess I don't even need to pause. I'm gonna dash down, crouch dash right, bubble right, get ready to air super, sort of. Super jump, unextended super jump to the right, out of the bubble, because that's what I assume I need. Not the way I expected it. Okay, so I gained the information. That pushed my bubble down first? So it went down, then it went up, then it only got as far as... like here. Okay, so what that's telling me is what I actually want is an upright dash at this point in the bubble, then I just use the air jump to get in there. So it's not simultaneous. Out of the bubble is an upright dash at this spot. then just at some point later an air jump to get here. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's do that all again. Feels bad every time. And so does that. Oh, I see how to do that. Oh, okay. Here's what I didn't parse before. I have a dash when I'm inside that feather because the feather gives me one automatically. I can align my feather so... Oh. What I was gonna do is dash down into this and then right into that. Align the feather so that you can just drift slowly. But if I drift too slow, I'm gonna die on, like, some of those spikes. I should have time. Okay, kinda got a plan. I want the feather to continue directly to the left, and I'll dash 90 degrees from that downward, so that I avoid the feather's wide turning radius, because that's the unpredictable part. I just don't have any point of reference to help me decide when to start turning. So if I don't ever have to turn, then that's better. Feels bad every time. Ah. Okay, so instead of doing this visually, just interrupt up as soon as you can. Yeah, that's the way. Wow, I did not carry out my plan because I didn't remember what it was. Hip, hip, hip. That was the plan. Okay, it works fine. It works totally fine. Alright, I'm here. I forgot to steer down. Interrupt up. Slow. Do. Oh, that time it didn't work so well. If I were a bit lower, it would have been better. Whoops, I forgot which way I was interrupting. Yep. Up. There we go. There we go. Okay, remember to steer down. Okay, I need to think for a moment, and I am going to pause because that's more comfortable. Bounce down. Crouch dash right. When I'm in my bubble. Right, okay, so there's a specific point. I know what it looks like. I'm pasting a little symbol in my mind in that spot. I dash up right, then I air jump a comfortable amount of time after that I'll be able to just judge visually. Then I bubble left, then I align a wall jump, then I'm in that bubble, then it's the chained ultra to the end. Okay. Hup. Earlier than you think. Okay, so I've moved my pasted symbol slightly to the left. I'm too high. I made it work, but I didn't trust. Hup. There we go. Alright, I trusted that time. Ah. Great. Woo. Oh, I didn't wait long enough. Or I didn't crouch dash. Well, maybe both. There we go. Okay, just gotta get my inputs in the right order. It's not that complicated, but it is hard. Okay. I forgot which way I was dashing. I did it at about the right place, but wrong direction. Should have taken a moment to remind myself. Oh. Great. Okay, that feels 100% reliable now. Okay, yeah, so these little quiet moments I take for myself. You saw what happened last run when I don't. I'm gonna bounce up, crouch dash, bubble right, look where the thing is pasted in your mind, dash up right, then jump at a comfortable time. Okay. Like Where did my air jump go? Wait! Because I put my feet on the ground because the thing, like, bumped into my feet from below? It erased it? I think that's what happened. Uh-oh. Whoa, there's a puzzle here I don't understand. Am I just like in a race to use this thing really quick? What happens if I dash upright and jump at the same time out of a bubble? I don't think I go any higher than normal. So other thought, this thing is moving up quickly, which could provide the upward motion needed to get in there. Maybe I'm riding this bubble for way too long. I still don't get what this arrow is for, but if I just did a grounded, reverse, extended hyper right about where that thing is, maybe it's a marker for when I want to do that. I think it would just pretty much carry me right in there. Okay, well, the input there is way more complicated than I thought. Because yeah, I think that's disappearing because my feet go on the ground. Because, like, this pushes me upwards. So this can never be collected, it's just a marker for when I want to do the thing? That seems weird. I don't know if that's what's actually going on, but I'm gonna try a reverse extended hyper right about at that spot and see if it does the job? Maybe. Okay, so the plan is bounce up, crouch dash, get in bubble, reverse extended hyper right around where the arrow is. Okay, can you handle that? Maybe. That will not work. There is no possible way. Okay, so that's good to have deconfirmed. Forward super? I can try it. I mean, I don't know what's the move now, so I just gotta try things. So forward super. Oh, I can interrupt that too fast? Well, dang, that's not what I wanted to hear. Alright, so just gonna have to time that manually every time, that's fine. Okay, let's do this part first. Okay, so now I need to not pause after this point so I know what my timing is. Alright, so right at like where that jellyfish is now I want to start supering to the right, I think. Let's try it. Worked! I'm there. Okay. Okay. Of course, that wall bounce. Oh, that thing's spiky! Oh! Wait a second. Is it always, or do those, like, extend? They're blue. I can see something blue there, but I can't tell if it's just background or what. I mean, that pushes me upwards. I think all that's saying is that I don't go on top of that. It's just a wall-bounceable surface. That explains this bubble. Okay, that explains this bubble. This makes more sense now. So it is out of the bubble that I initiate the first half of my ultra. And that's why that looked like it wasn't a very fast ultra, because it starts from a bubble and not this surface, not a hyper. Bubble is slower than hyper, as I understand it. Okay, got it. I think I have the full recipe now. So yeah, the forward super worked. I still don't get what the air jump crystal is for. That just doesn't seem to play into the solution. There's probably an alternate way. No, I'm probably doing an alternate way. There's probably a main way that I don't understand. But I have a way that works. Assuming I haven't misunderstood something about the ultra chain at the end. Because the feather goes so slow, I have plenty of time to line up what I need to line up there. It's nice. What?! Why did I die? That was a crouch dash. I guess my timing was wrong. I'm very low. It worked fine. So there's such a thing as too high there, even with a crouch dash. I was clearly above center, so the bounce back doesn't position me perfectly? Not at the peak of my jump. Bounce. That's concerning, but okay, I can deal with it. Dang it. It's just weird to me that that bounce back would be set up as though it's going to be perfection. But then I have to actually wait a little bit. Okay, so it's forward super, right where the ceiling opens up on the right side of the jellyfish. There. Then I just dash up, bubble left, nail the wall bounce, alter the thing. Okay. So that was just a really bad ultra, and I think that was the only real issue there. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I feel like I need to avoid those spikes extending. Which would imply my feet must not touch that, which would let me keep this... air jump. Are you saying... oh, no. Are you saying that I want to grab the right side of that as it's going upwards? Jump off of it, then use the air jump to get here? That's what I think I'm reading. Okay, so the right side is going to align with like a tile and a half right of the air jump. I mean, I'll try it. It sounds plausible. Well, where do I dash exactly to make that work? Nowhere. I'm already being carried upward at that point, right? What are you talking about? Like, can I... okay, so my mission now is to see if it's possible to even dash early enough out of the bubble that I avoid putting my feet on the thing? So the issue I foresee is even if I could execute all of that perfectly, then I'm clung onto the side of this thing, moving upwards, with no dash, no air jump. Oh, do I have to keep the air jump? That is ludicrously precise compared to everything else in the room. So I want to prove that it's impossible by making it, like, showing that there's no way I can avoid having my bubble touch the thing. Like, maybe I just did my ultra really bad and that previous attempt was the correct route. I don't know, though. That's still that air jump crystal. That's meaningless in that route, and I don't feel like that... I feel like that means I'm doing the wrong thing. What? Like, at the height I'm at now, there is no possible way that I'm not making contact with the bottom of that thing. Yeah, no. Absolutely impossible to avoid extending the spikes. Okay, I consider that proof. There is absolutely no way that could happen. So did I just ultra bad? That thing's stable. I don't imagine I could just get my feet on it, do a hyper, turn it into an ultra there, and have the speed. No, that's not enough. Then what could the story be? I have one idea. How far down does this go? I can see where it goes. What if I bubble left? I mean, this is stupid. Like, this is... So if I bubbled left... I would have trouble... I can avoid breaking this, yes, so I could put my feet back on it, but I would have trouble cancelling that bubble after going left. Up would kill me. Down would smash the thing. And that bubble would need to respawn really quickly. Also just does not feel in the spirit of the room in any way. What is happening with you? So your spikes are retracted. Until you get up there. There's nothing weird I can do with those spikes to, like, do an ultra on them. If I need those spikes retracted when you're up here... I cannot conceive of a way to do that. But okay, so there was the idea of taking this bubble left. Somehow I do the perfect right dash that doesn't kill me and gets me on that platform. That's not happening. No, if I take that bubble left, I just die. Unless I dash down, smash the thing, and dash right again right away, at which point this wide thing is in my way, and I don't go anywhere productive. Is there something else I can do to avoid the spikes coming up on that? Okay, so remember, I'm in a bubble, going faster than base speed. An upright dash will not go at a 45-degree angle. But I will be squished down a little bit. I'm so far below this thing, there's just no way one dash will get me there to it. Like, I'm only thinking as far ahead as avoid putting feet on that surface. Or bottom of bubble, what counts as feet at that moment. I mean, okay, let's try that, just to prove that it's impossible. Which thing am I trying here? I'm not bubbling left, that's a fool's gambit. So what I'm doing is dashing upright when exactly? Right now. There's no way. There is no way. There is absolutely no way. Okay, I proved it was impossible. That's what I'm going to claim. Hold up. I need to run another query. Does bottom of bubble count as my feet? Maybe there's just a certain amount of time I can stay in that bubble that will not cause the spikes to extend. So I'm sacrificing my opportunity to do a boosted super. The rest of the room has become largely a non-issue. I did that all wrong, because I'm thinking about something else. There's still a couple of points of failure here. It takes a little bit to input a solution, but nothing that particularly stands in my way of accessing the last part. Like, I feel like every problem I've had here, other than just little, you know, feather turning radius, things like that, every problem I've had up to that point is solved. No individual part of this is a major choke point. So that's nice, it's just, I still have to go through it every time I want an attempt at the puzzle at the end. Alright, puzzle at the end. Right, so the query I want to run is, do those spikes extend if I'm in the bubble? Like, does that count as my feet? How will I determine that? Well... Wait a second. Oh. Wait, the whole thing's not spiky? Okay, this is ridiculous. So, I saw the spikes covering most of the tiles there. I saw the mushrooms. They're the same color as the spikes, basically. I think it may be parsed like that those mushrooms were growing in front of the spikes. The rightmost 3 tiles are not spiked. There's no issue here. It is the super, while still in the bubble. It is the super while still in the bubble. And, okay. So that was simply just not being able to see that the spikes didn't go all the way across. Well, that solves a lot of issues at once. Okay, room is done. Just gotta get there and re-input. I had it. I totally had it. Alright, room is basically done. Okay. Yeah, that's not spiky, where the mushroom is. The mushroom is fine. Dang it. What the? That's not how I do that. Oh. I forgot what to do again. Ah, too early. No, not up. No. How is that not... Ah! Okay. Man, like, getting back to this point, suddenly just like all of my old problems came back at once. I just could not find my flow state again. Huh. So that's a failure mode I wasn't expecting. Oh! Still pausing. Okay, so I'm supering right there. I missed my third ultra, so a little quicker on that. Got it? Alright. This is fine. Nope. No pause. Don't need it. Ah, there we go. There we go. Okay, yeah, so an hour 28. That was about 45 minutes getting the first little bit to work. About half an hour trying to solve the final puzzle, and then 10 minutes and change just like getting back into a flow state where I could actually input the solution to the puzzle once I had it. Anyway, that's solved. Great room, super cool. Yeah, no real complaints about that ending, other than, yes, I have my persistent complaint that's been a constant throughout this compilation, just like low contrast things, color palettes that look too similar to each other. I had a visual obstruction that could have been avoided with different color choices. That's okay though, I got there in the end. Ooh, all the dream blocks. Alright, next time I'm gonna be dealing with this.